So, similarly, get man free. We executed free, right? So let's check this one, man free. So free display amount of free and used memory in the system. Okay, what this free command will do? It will display amount of free and used memory in the system. So free options. So how can we what are the different options we can use? So here you can get the details -b. So if we want the memory usage details in the bytes, we can use -b. -k for kilobytes, -m for megabytes. Okay, so you can see different operation, different options. So hyphen is for human readable format. Okay, so human readable -f. Okay, -h. So what this one is doing, show all output fields automatically scaled to shortest 3-digit unit. Okay, so 3-digit unit. So this is how this man command will work. So press Q to quit. Okay, so search the free -h. See this what we are getting here. You see, in megabytes we are getting the same details in the megabytes. Okay, so -h is a human readable format. We'll get the details in the human readable format. Okay, so total is 957 megabytes. Used is 318 megabytes. So free is 336 megabytes. Okay, so if we need these details under bytes, I can use -b. You see, these are the details we have under bytes. So you can get all the options just by using the man command. Okay, if you need any details about a particular command, simply use man command. Okay, so so here now this one, what this one will do is to add column numbers to give the numbering in the columns. Okay, so to give the numbering in the not the column, row numbers. Okay, so in the file to add the numbers, in the file, in a file. Okay, if you want to give numbering in a file, simply we can use .sce hyphen. Okay, senu command. So we have these files, right? So now what I'm doing is so we already have numbering for file 1. So we go to test1 file. We test1. So here nothing is there. Says minus basics. Just I'm adding something. Minus so required. So there was this something I'm adding here. So if I want to give the numbering here, right, what we can do is simply so escape colon SEN. You see, we got the numbers here. Okay, so escape colon SENU serial number. We'll get the serial number. Okay, so this is how we can insert. Okay. Again, we have to go to insert mode. You see, we will get the numbering. We will get the numbering for all the lines. Okay, so now cat test one. You see, numbering is not there. There is a temporary one. That numbering will get for the temporary purpose only. Okay, so this is how we can use SENU and uptime load average. We'll get the load average details. To kill, so we are not going to test kill. So if we kill any process, we don't know the dependency. Okay, Then so man command is echo. So this is very simple command. If you want to print anything, right? Simply we can use the echo command. Now I want to print echo. So welcome to DevOps course. Just I am printing something. Okay. So welcome to DevOps course. You see, we are getting that one. Whatever we are giving, right? So that one will be printed. It is like a print command. Echo is like a print command. So print the message. Print message. So here wget is so if you want to so download the packages to download HTTPS packages from internet. Simply we can use wget. So we'll see how can we use wget in the coming sessions. Okay, when we are working on the Jenkins, right? At that time we'll see how can we use this wget. Simply we have to give here the URL. Here the syntax is so wget URL. Okay, so the URL will be our package URL. Okay, so our package URL we have to give here. So that's about wget. And apt-get update. What this apt-get update will do is so to refresh our mission, to refresh this uh, node instance, to refresh the instance or server. Okay, so it is like F5. We are doing F5 in our Windows, right? Similarly, in Linux, if you want to refresh, just we can use apt-get update. Okay. So here, try to check this one apt-get update command. Apt-get update. So you see, our system is getting updated. So before installing any package, any software, right? So it is recommended to execute this command, apt-get update command. Okay, so this one we have to remember. So at any time, if we are trying to install any package, simply we have to execute apt-get update command. We can execute this command number of times, no issues. Okay, so that is about apt-get update. And next one we have is so apt-get install. So this is important one. Okay, so what this apt-get install will do? So apt-get install to install the packages. To install the packages. Okay, this is the package management module. Okay, so package management command. This is the package manager. Okay, so to install the packages, so we can use apt-get install command. So the syntax is apt-get install package name. Package name. Okay, so we can give any package name here. So just we have to mention which package we are trying to install. Okay, so now my intention is I want to install Apache. Okay, so first of all, let's check what is Apache. So any idea on Apache? Please,
Uh,
Apache
no,
package.
sir.
So Apache HTTP server, commonly known as Apache, is a free and open source web server. It's a web server. Okay. So if you want to launch any web applications, right? Simply we can use Apache. Okay. So now my intention is I am trying to install Apache, this web server. Okay, I'm trying to install this web server in my instance. Okay, so I need this package, Apache package in my instance. Okay, so here So whenever we are trying to install any package, right? So we have to get the package name. So for Linux, the package name will be somewhat different. Okay. So what is the Apache package name for Ubuntu Linux? To Linux server. Okay. So check this one. You see, the Apache web server package on Ubuntu is named as Apache 2. Apache 2 is the package name. Okay. So now, so if you want to install the Apache 2, what we have to give? Under package name, we have to give Apache 2. Okay,
Apache 2.
Apache 2. Okay. So in this way, we can install the Apache package on our server. So here, if we install this Apache package on our server, so this is a web server, right? We can access this application through the web browser also. Okay, so once we install this application, we can access this through the web browser also. So try to check that one. So so here we are trying to install Apache, right? So before installation, I have to search. So to search apt-cache, apt-cache is the command. So it will search the package whether we have the package already. Okay, apt-cache search Apache 2. Apt-cache search Apache 2. Check whether we have Apache. Okay, so here Tomcat Java Server Engine. Just package is not there. Okay, so package is not there. Okay, so just we have to install the package here. Similarly, we can search any package here by using the apt-cache search command. So this is the command, right? Apt-cache search package name to search the packages. To search the packages. Okay. So similarly, I want to check whether I have Java installed. Java installed. Still Java is not there. Okay. So we don't have any Java. And then if we have Java or Apache, that particular package details it will show. Okay. So now I'm trying to install Apache 2, right? So apt-get install, apt-get install
Apache 2.
Apache 2. Okay, what is this process? Okay, not get log and the process unattended. Be aware that some issue why it is getting we are getting this issue. Some log is happening. Get log. We have to execute this, right? Have to install Apache 2. Okay. So, so here it is asking for whether we have to proceed for the installation or not. We have to give Y. Y is for yes to proceed. Now Apache 2 is getting installed. Apt-get is not working. We can use apt. Okay, we can remove apt get and we can use apt install. Okay. Okay. Now we installed Apache 2 package. Okay. So now we have one command systemctl status Apache 2. So what this command will do is it will show the status of our package. Okay, so you see what is the status of Apache 2? Active, up and running.
Active. Yeah.
Okay, so our Apache 2 is active, up and running. So to check the status of the package, so we can use systemctl, okay, status package name. Okay, so systemctl status package name. It will show package, whether the application is running or stopped. Okay, so it will show the status of the package. Okay, so now here what we did is we installed Apache 2 package in our instance, in our virtual server, in our cloud server. Okay, so once our application is up and running, here what is the status we got? It is up and running. Our application is, our web server is up and running. If our application is up and running, so we can access this application through the web browser. Okay, so how to access the application through the web browser? So if we want to access the application through the web browser, so what we have to do is we have to use IP address. Okay, so IP address colon port. So this is how we can access any application which is up and running through the web browser. Okay, so to access the application, to access the application through our web browser. Okay, so try to check this one. So here we have to go to our web browser. This is our web browser, right? So before this, what we have to do? We need IP address. What IP address this is? So this is the IP address of our server. Okay, so how can we get the IP address of our server? So go to our server. What is our server? So this is our server, right? Linux. Okay, so this, for this Linux, you can see public IP address and private IP address. So to access through the internet, always we have to use public IP address. Okay, so give this public IP address. So give this public IP address. So colon, then what we have to do? So port, what is this port? Application port. What is our application? Apache 2 is our application. Okay, so we are
Apache
trying
2.
to access Apache 2 application. We have to get the port of this Apache 2 application. So how to get this port? Now just simply search for, so port, default Apache port 80 is the default port. Okay, so 80 is the default port by sorry. So by default, Apache web server is instructed to listen and bind on port 80. Okay, so 80 is the default port for the Apache. So now what we have to give here? So 80 we have to give. 80. Now I pressed enter. It is trying to access our application. So wait for a couple of seconds. So we are not able to access the application. Okay, so even though our application is up and running, you see our application is up and running only, right? So you can see the status here. Okay, our application web server is up and running, but we are not able to access this application through the web browser. Here the reason is what we have to do is we have to open the port. So what port, on which port we are trying to access? On 80 port. Okay, so that particular port we have to open from the AWS. Okay, so from the here you can see you have to select this server and go to the security. Under security, you can see security groups. So click on that security groups. So under security groups, you can see inbound rules. So under inbound rules, you can see only SSH port is open. Only port 22 is open. Okay. So only port 22 is open. What we have to do is we have to add 80 port also. So edit inbound rules. Okay, add rule. So here select the rule. Okay, so we can see 80 port. Otherwise, what I'm doing is I'm taking all the traffic. Okay, so but in real time, it is not recommended to give all the traffic. Whatever the port we have to allow, only that port we can allow in the real time. Okay, so in my server, I'm not maintaining any confidential information. I'm not no need to bother here, even though if I give all traffic. Okay, so anywhere IPv4 I have given. So that's it. Save rules means what we did is we opened 80 port. Okay, we opened 80 port from the inbound routes of our instance. So this one you have to remember whenever we are trying to access any application. So we have to open the ports of that particular application. You see, now we are able to access Apache 2. You see, Apache 2. This is the default page of Apache 2. We got this. You see, we have not given any Apache to website address. Just we have given our IP address. Just we have given our IP address. Means this application, this page is from our cloud server. Okay, from our cloud server, we are getting this page. So is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So this is how we can install the packages and we can access the packages. Okay. So now, so mostly we covered all the commands, right? From Linux point of view. Before this, one more command is there. Mm, We give so dollar question mark. This is also one of the command. So check this, what this command will do. So dollar question mark. So it is giving response as 0. So for this dollar question mark, whenever we got the response as 0, it represent our previous command is executed successfully. Okay. So let us consider I have so these directories, right? Project 1, project 3, project 4 directory. And okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to access project 4 directory. Project 4 directory. You see, no such file or directory means this command got failed. CD command got failed. Now
Yes.
I'm using dollar question mark. You see, it is giving 1. So whenever we got non-zero response from this dollar question mark, it represent our previous command got failed. Okay, this one also you have to remember. Okay, so it will show whether the previous command is success or not. Command is success or not. Okay, so if we are getting 0 response, it represent the previous command is successfully executed. If we are getting non-zero response, it represent our previous command doesn't executed, got failed. Okay, so these are the commands mostly we are going to use from Linux point of view. And so we did mostly we covered the Linux part. So in the next session, what we are going to do is we'll start with our DevOps tools. Okay. So under DevOps tools, which tool we are going to start? Which tool we are going to start?
Jenkins.
Git is the Git is
Git.
that one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is the initial tool we need because our total code will be available under Git only. Git is a version control system.